All right, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to some more. And we are back, ladies and gentlemen. So, we chopped this tree down. The garden's gone. It's been a while since I played, so of course it's going to despawn. People probably bled it dry, ate all the food, such and such, so on and so forth. But we got a full stomach, great for traveling, full belly, thirst quench, fully hydrated. Swapped up a couple of weapons, dropped the clips, swapped out the Sporter 22 for the pistol. I'd rather carry the pistol with the shotgun, my traditional build, pistol shotgun build. Tempting to go down that way and come back up, but no. We're just gonna keep it pushing and see what we see. So far we're in a pretty quiet lobby, 20 players, but like I always say, it doesn't mean we're not gonna run into one of the 20. We have. I can get in. These are kind of ripped up, so I'm thinking we can replace. I think it's the same ones too. Replace these. They're not even badly damaged, but still, these are. Let me see. Are these damaged, worn, pristine? Pristine. It beats it. At least until we can get ourselves like a sewing kit or a leather repair kit. Preferably sewing. I swapped my rope belt. I did this before I started recording. Swapped the rope belt out for the hip pack. Maybe I'll find the assault boots with a knife sheath on it. Let's see. Let's see what else we can see. Last time we got into a bit of a debacle with other players. Up chips, I'll take it. We're pretty much good on food now. It's looking kind of bleak there for a minute, but we're good to go. That's how it is. An arrow, no crossbow. I'll just wait till I get the crossbow first. So why don't you pick the arrow up? You'll have ammo. Well, here's the thing. When you find the crossbow, I can always make. Thought there was a zombie just sitting there. I can always cut down a tree, cut down a bush, and you can make the arrows out of the branches, right? So you don't really have to carry one. I know there's always a conception. Well, it's already pre-made if you carry it. That is true. But we can play the pros and cons game all day long. But right now, I'm just not going to carry it. I'm just going to focus on, like, maybe carry some bit of food. As far as from the trees, nothing. Swap these weapons out. Maybe find the Vega at a military base. Sickle? Nah. Oh, I got the hip pack. I probably could. No, it's only 6. I don't have enough space to carry that. I dropped the hatchet. So I'm just going to have to bank on finding the knife. If I can still cut down branches. I can still break small branches and stuff with your hands. So in hindsight, you really don't need a knife. But thing is, when you start breaking and twisting with your hands, you have a higher chance of getting cut. Even with the gloves on. So I guess it's most beneficial to carry around like a bladed weapon. I was going to run up that way too, but it's going to aggro her. So we'll go back this way. Went the wrong way. Reason I'm looking around because sometimes this place may get a bit of traffic. Okay, see, we did where we last went down at, even though my body's not going to be there. I'm not going to be getting that weapon back. I'd love to get that 357 back, but unfortunately, this is a day for you, but probably like 3 weeks to a month for me. Since that last recording, yep. It's been a while. Been playing a couple series, man. Can't play everything at once. I'm only human, right? I am just a man. I'm only human. Like the song. What's that group called? The Human League. Man, where does the time go? Where does the time go? Playing on the series, but this season is probably gonna be a little shorter. I know usually It's usually about 100 episodes, but I think I might stop at 80, maybe even less than that, to be honest. But if they hit Badlands, I might continue it. I don't know. I think I just might include Badlands in the next season because we also got what is that? Once Human. I think that's what it's called. It's another. So it's like a. I don't want to say a DayZ clone, but it kind of reminds you of DayZ. Yeah, I think it's called Once Human, but it was out for PC for like 2 years. Now they're bringing it to consoles. 3 years, I think. Let me see. Once Human's what? 2023, I think. So 3 years since it's been out for PC, and then they're bringing it to consoles. I remember when DayZ was a PC exclusive. Y'all remember that? What is the time ago? Remember 2011? It was a mod. It was an Arma 2 mod. It was a lot. It was like choppy. It was a lot worse than this. But people still played it. People still got immersed in it. Choppy. This has got a lot better. A lot better. If you see DayZ in its infancy, man, this is a lot better than even 2013. This is a lot better. That's when it went standalone. It didn't take long. It went standalone in 2013. It was a mod first. I remember you had to have Arma. Arma 2, I think. I don't think Arma 3 was even out yet. It was Arma 2, but you had to have Arma 2 to play it. And then when it got so popular to where they made it a standalone. I think it's the same people though, isn't it? I think it's the same people that does the Arma games. I gotta check that out. I never looked that up to see the reference or the similarities of if it's them. I think it is though. After all these years, bro, 12 years, it's still one of the best survival simulators out there. There are DayZ clones everywhere. But this is still the king to me. It still has a throne. So, like I said, we got Once Human, and then Badlands is coming soon. That could be anything. That could be today, tomorrow, next month, 6 months. But that's 6 months. It's not really soon, is it? That's more like later. Coming soon would usually means could be like the week to like maybe a month or so. You get far out like 3, 6, 7, 8, 9 months. That's not soon. So that's what I'm thinking. They got coming soon up there. And I feel like that's why the player count seemed like it surged. Like it seemed like lobbies were kind of, every time I get on, the lobbies is pretty much almost full, or they are full. And also it does depend on what time of day you hop on to. It's gonna be just like Sakal, because when Sakal dropped, though I was in a queue. You know that wait queue you're in? Doesn't take too long. I've never been in a queue for like no crazy, like 5-10 minutes, no crazy amount of time like that. Because there's someone always that, get killed in game and they quit or they leave out, go eat, go walk the dog, take out the trash, things like that. So you're going to get in to play no matter what. So it's never been crazy like that to where I'm sitting here, for a crazy amount of time. And it's not like it would matter anyway, because we can always, like we all do, just get on the phone. Pick your phone up and start scrolling TikTok and YouTube. Watch your favorite creator while you're waiting to get into a DayZ game. Just that simple. Just that simple. I can't wait till Badlands drop, though. But like I said, I don't know if I'm going to include it in the season or not. It depends. I might not. Because the season's pretty much all, once I get past like 50 episodes, to me, that's halfway done. We're on the other end now, the second half. And, other series are I need to play. And then I got stuff on backlog on my hard drive, from on my PS5 and hard drive, other console hard drive I haven't played yet. And I'm talking backlog from like 3-4 years ago. Games I done bought like 3-4 years ago that I plan on putting up on the channel I haven't played yet. Games like Adrift. You remember Adrift? Adrift dropped back in 2016. I think I bought that like in 2020, I think. and it's still sitting on my hard drive. What's that? Double Dragon Arise or Double Dragon? One of those Double Dragon games, not the new one. I want to play that too, but it's the one that's it's still like 2D pixelated. I see what it is, but still haven't played that. Battletoads, Police Stories. It's quite a few games, you know. The Coma Part 2. That's, you know. Okay, here we go. Got that backlog. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. You guys will see the series pop up on the channel when you see them. Yeah, because I could tell you, hey, strike up a conversation about this backlog and you'll forget it tomorrow, please. It's just the nature of the beast. It's just human nature, man. We're creatures of habit. We don't make a habit of something, out of sight, out of mind. Let's plant just 2, and we'll keep it moving. Just in case we go down near here, we make it here, we'll have some food. If we spawn near here, we'll have some food. You know, we spawn a little ways down, we make it here, we'll have some food. By the time we make it here, that stuff will sprout. So yes, you want to plant gardens. You don't have to plant your whole, what's the name? You don't have to plant your whole garden you got of seeds, but plant a few as you go. You'll help out other players who are hungry, because if you were a fresh spawn and you were hungry, you want somebody to help you out. The problem is with this game, though, it adds to the excitement. It adds to the replay value, is you don't know who to trust. You want somebody to help you out, but they'll help you out and then turn right around and blow your brains out within 5 minutes. They'll help you out, feed you, just to get you to drop your guard. And as soon as you drop your guard, because they're a DayZ veteran, they know when you drop your guard, they blow your brains out and then take your loot, whatever loot you have, and add it onto theirs. And then take that food back they just gave you, if you didn't eat it all. Yep. Is that how this game works? I wouldn't say that's how it works. Right? But it's pretty much kind of the type of players you'll encounter in this game. Now, of course, all of them aren't like that, right? Of course not. Duh. But some of them are. And you really need to be careful. All right, so we have no leather working kit. Some of them are. Right? So travel with your weapon out, as I was making that massive mistake, probably screaming at me right now. Stop traveling with your gun. I think somebody screamed at me in the comment section one season. Hey, stop traveling. You need to start traveling with your gun. Stop traveling with your gun holster. You travel with your gun out, so when ish pop off, you'll be ready. And that's true, because ish popped off, what was it, the last episode or so? And luckily they were a horrible aim, and I was able to get up close. I said in the episode, because they were trying to pop shot me from the window, and then take out the other infected, because the infected was aggroing because they had a loud weapon, or they heard it. I'm like, who the heck? 'Cause I was like, it sounded like somebody was shooting at me, and they were. Thing is, we took each other out. I took out this BK-12. Single shot, boom, nailed him. Then he shot at the same time as he was going down and took me out. Oh well, soldier shrug. It happens. No use crying over spilt milk. Like I was saying, some players are unfriendly, like myself in this game. See, this and Arc Raiders are two totally different beasts. I'm friendly as a Care Bear, and mainly reside in PvE Care Bear lobbies, because I try not to harm a soul other than the Ark, the true enemy. Right? But in here, I don't really trust the 7 unless you are talking right off rip, and even then, you still might catch a bullet from me. Oh, look at that. Go on down to the Price is Right. But anyway, here, I'd rather not take the chance. So I'd rather just eliminate him because I've had that happen to where, okay, well, we'll take the chance. And like I'll see him, he's over there. He's not gonna bother me, right? Just as an example, like you see him running, right? And I'll keep on going, and all of a sudden, you hear a loud bang, and then your screen goes black, and then you get that text across your screen: "You are dead." 9 times out of 10, let me tell you, it was that same mofo that you just saw 5 minutes prior to your elimination. I guarantee it was. Maybe a small 2% chance, okay, that, oh, it wasn't him, it was somebody way over here. There's a small 2% chance, but no, if it's too quiet, nobody's shooting at him, he's not shooting at nobody else. The way he's moving, no one has really caught his attention. He's just aimlessly wandering and flailing and floundering all over the place. 9 times out of 10, you two are the only one in the area. So that means it was that stupid mofo that shot you. So I'm so tired of that. So from now on, if I see them, and if, depending on the range, oh, they're finished. Nope. That means I'm unfriendly. I guess I'm unfriendly, but I would consider myself friendly until provoked. But then again, if I go up to him and eliminate him, that's not necessarily provocation, is it? That's not me being provoked. Maybe in my mind, but that's me not taking a chance on him taking me out and me losing my precious loot, even though eventually I'm going to lose my precious loot anyway. Gee. It's baffling how these games work, these extraction shooters and survival simulators, huh? This is not an extraction shooter. This is a survival simulator. Or Arc Raiders is an extraction shooter. But, you know what I mean? I just don't want to take the chance, so that's why I'm not really too friendly on this game. Although, when dude's like, hey, bro scared me. I just took off. He's like, I think the zombies can hear me. I don't know about all that. I don't know about I think zombies. I don't know if the zombies can hear you speaking into the mic when you speak in game. However, it is realistic of that to happen. I mean, if you're speaking in game chat and the zombies near you and they aggro, that's the same as if we were stuck in a zombie apocalypse, right? And we start having a conversation like we're having now at like a neutral tone, and like 2 zombies aggroed and ran over to us and tried to like claw our eyes out. So, you know, it would make sense. It's not like it don't make sense. Nothing. Alright, so let's check out this police station, see what we see. I don't see any movement. Alright, let's get out of here. Close all doors so they de-aggro. Oh, check this out. Check this out. Fudge out aggro the whole map? $10 minutes. I don't know what's in here. I don't know if it's rubber. I mean, the whole doggone map is over here. All right, I'm gonna head upstairs. Got an R12. All we need is a gun to clean it up so it'll be pristine. Eventually they'll de-aggro. Don't panic. Just run. If that, in the case that happens, all right, something like this happens, run for the nearest house Hopefully you're not in a field. If you're in a field, you're just gonna have to use your weapons. See, I think they've de-aggroed. All right, then when they de-aggro, eventually they're gonna disperse. I can just pick them off with the MK10. All right, I'm gonna see what else I can find in this police station. But yeah, just run for the nearest, like I did for the police station, or the nearest house. Make sure all the doors are closed. If they're not, and a few of them make them in there. If you have a weapon, just take headshots. Hopefully it's silenced. If not, force them to a choke point. That forces it to a 1v1 like this, or force to a 1v1 fight. I know sometimes even as long as this game has been out, that it can get kind of glitchy to where, like, if he swings, he's right here and he swings, the hit will register. That's what pisses me off. They need to patch that. You're telling me over a decade in this game and that's still not patched. They should not be way over here swinging and it registers when they run past you. I know you know what I'm talking about. If you're a DayZ player, you feel my pain. They will run past you, not make contact with you physically, and the hit will still register. That makes no sense. And see, if you're not careful, especially when facing multiple enemies, you can get stun locked. And if that happens, if you're not low health, it'll just knock you out. But if you're low health, the zombies can kill you, unfortunately. So that's the only thing to be careful. All right, so we get into kind of a view of how it is right here. What's going on? They've dispersed. They've de-aggroed and kind of dispersed a little bit. That's gonna give me time. I can make it to that other house. All right, so got this for players. See, this is mainly for PvP. I don't use weapons that much for PvE unless something like this happens where I'm surrounded and I just gotta, I gotta clear a path. You know, sometimes you may find yourself in this situation. Now, like I said, and like you see, they've de-aggroed and pretty much dispersed, but they're still around the area. So I still have to kind of proceed with caution when leaving. So I'm going to open this door. All right, yeah, we're good. I'll hop this fence. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Let me see if we can get around them without aggroing them. At the same time, I'm spinning to make sure. I mean, I don't see anybody, but you can only see so far. And you can only see so much, even with binoculars. I mean, it's like, even really in reality, you got like that kind of cone vision. We're not flies. We're not bugs. We don't have 360-degree visions with big bug eyes like bugs do. We're human. Eyes are in the front of our heads, right? And so we can only see in the front. We can't see in the back of our heads. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Made that a darn base. His server's gonna reset. And I don't wanna spawn. I don't like spawning out in the open. I like to be like inside of a building. Or some type of structure. I'm gonna go here. Probably close out the video. It's been fun. That was crazy. I aggroed the whole town. What are the odds you do that? But the good thing about it is to just be patient. Make your way to a home. Clear it out. Make sure it's clear. All right, this is clear. Don't panic. All right, make yourself to a house. Make yourself into a house. How are you gonna do that? That's not in the game. But like I was saying, make your way to a house. If you're out in the field, like a field like that, if you have a weapon, which more than likely you do. If you when you're fresh spawn, you explore long enough. Eventually, you're gonna have whether it be like a knife or a gun. Hopefully, you find the IJ-70. All right, so you want to pick them off. Look at them back there. Pick them off, headshots. Because if you do body shots, they're going to eat those. And you're just going to waste your ammo. Because when you're a fresh spawn, you really haven't found spare ammo like that. So you need to take your shots wisely, pick them off, force them into a choke point to where it's a 1v1 fight. If you don't have a lot of stuff, you have a lot of stamina like I do, power shots, you gotta floor them faster. But hopefully you don't find yourself in that situation where you're out in the field and you've aggroed the whole town. Worst case scenario, they knock you out. But once they do that, they will de-aggro and then disperse, and then you can just sneak away. Hopefully, another player haven't seen the altercation and then decide the third party. Well, that just sucks, but it happens. I've been third party. Most DayZ veterans, even you maybe, if you're watching this, you probably have been third party at least once. And it's not gonna happen all the time, depending on the situations you find yourself in or the lobbies you play in, whether they're full, intermediately, or light, quiet lobbies. But like I said, just because it's only 5 people in the lobby, don't mean you're not gonna run into one of the 5 people. So it is what it is. It is what it is. No use crying over spilled milk. I always say this. But anyway, guys, I thank you guys for watching. My name is Raven from the Sky. If you enjoyed the episode, do me a favor, drop a like and subscribe to the channel and series grow. Be sure to hit that notification bell so that you don't miss another awesome adventure. Take care, and I'll catch you guys in the next adventure. And as always, thanks for watching. Peace out.